Hi guys, today we're going to react to Dice by Band-Maid. This one feels a lot rockier, more 90s style rock. It's slightly different from what I used to hearing them do. And I'm loving every second. I love Saki's voice, of course. Another wonderful Band-Maid song.
Yeah, I think we've heard them sort of at this pace and at this volume before, but not in the last few that we've done. So this one feels a lot heavier and maybe faster as well, which I'm loving. So yeah, it's definitely a bit of a refresher, I guess, when it comes to Band-Maid. And also one of the fewer times, I guess, that we're actually doing a music video rather than a live. And yeah, as always, loving them. There's not much more we could say about Band-Maid that we haven't said before. They are absolutely fantastic. Love each and every one of them.
We've never heard a Band-Maid song yet that was mediocre.
Yeah, there wasn't any that we didn't like. It's a bullseye every time.
Yeah. There's a noir style to the music video. The colors are desaturated and it stands in a slight dissonance to the type of music. You'd expect the music itself to be darker, but it's not. It's just rock. It's just amazing and exhilarating and makes you want to jump off your seat. And it's making it more interesting. I mean, if you see the music video without listening to the music, you'd expect a different type of song.
It is like rock with pop sensibilities in a way.
Yeah.
There's something kind of poppy about it, but the good kind of poppy, if you know what I mean. It's just it's
Yeah.
really, really good. It's really catchy. It flows really well. Akane is one of the best drummers I've ever seen. She is really, I think, sort of holding this song together in the back, and she gets these like mini solos in there that are just mind-blowing. There was like a little bit of a short solo for Misa and then one for Kanami, and it's like, oh my god, so good. It's like you want those solos to be longer.
I'm in love with Akane's drumming. If I have a preference, I love love it when they do these types of songs that take me back to the 90s.
Like for me, I didn't really like feel that sort of 90s thing necessarily, but I do agree. It's like I prefer them when they're faster and heavier to when they're slightly maybe mellower, which is a little bit more poppy. But it's almost like I want them to cross over to metal. You know what I mean? Like I want their sound to be a lot more harsh in a way, because again, they are so good on all their instruments. It's like you just want to jump out of your chair and start jumping around the room when they're playing, because there's something so cool to it. And I would love to hear them stay heavy, go a bit darker from time to time, because they're just really, really good at it.
We're kind of biased because that's our own personal preference. We don't even know how they view their own music. We just know that whatever they produce, we just fall in love with it. And I think it's because we're connected to that particular style. It doesn't matter the vast spectrum of types of rock that they put out. We'll love it because we are addicted to that sound, that Band-Maid brand.
You know, their style is really, it's hard rock, and it does have a pop sensibility because, again, you know, that element of a catchy and kind of there's a fun element. They don't tend to go too dark, which I love. But I also love it when they do, you know, and it just brings something out of me that just makes me smile every time, because it's like, yeah, there it is, you know.
Yeah, they help me remind myself what kind of music I love, because saying I love all types of music is kind of general. It happens when you answer that question, when you don't really think about the type of music you like. You know, you like a lot of things, but when I hear this type of music, particular type of song coming out of them, it reminds me, you like this, you like this type of fast rock.
I think you described it better earlier when you said that it's about preferences. So it's like, yeah, we like all kinds of music.
Yeah,
I like any type, any style, any genre that I think the performance or the song or the band or whatever are actually good. You know, I'd like anything that's good in any style. But my preference is always towards the darker, heavier. So when they do go there, it's almost like they're teasing me. You know, I'm like, yeah, just go, keep going, you know. Yeah. Darker, heavier, but I love them in you know, anything they do. So they're excellent every time.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful.
Of the bands that stick with, you know, with hard rock, that don't really kind of cross over into metal too much or anything like that, there's two bands that stand out for me. One is Band-Maid and the other one is The Warning. They're like the two best hard rock bands of the ones we've covered. Just fantastic every time.
Yeah, I agree. Regarding the meaning of the lyrics, we need to take into account that the translation may not be on par with what they actually meant. But what I got from it, generally speaking, it talks about taking a chance as a form of perception. We're programmed to fear risk, or to fear taking a chance, or to play it safe. And I think what the message in the song is that taking a chance without being certain of the outcome is a healthier way to live life. If you look at it mathematically, there's 100% chance that you won't get what you want out of life if you don't try. There's less than 100% chance that you'll fail if you do try. That's always the best route to take, even if you boil it down to numbers. There's a line there that caught my attention. Sure, let's come back here. Welcome to my home. Candy or whip, which do you like? When you've chosen, rise up. It's to say that we're all programmed with either punishment or reward. Maybe it's not what they mean here, but in my mind, it means that we need to break out of that pattern to recognize what risk is worth taking.
Yeah, it's basically like saying that without the element of risk, things would be very boring. If we knew the outcome every time, what would be the point of, where's the adventure in that? And it's really about accepting that struggle that we have with uncertainty. It's about those little moments in between, and it kind of seems to talk about relationships. Because there's that line that keeps repeating. I think it's in the chorus where it says, is this where we say bye-bye? Is this where we go our separate ways because you're not sure where this relationship is going? We're just going to end it here, because you don't know. You might get your heart broken. You might not, So, it also says, I can't make promises. But this way, we'll sure enjoy it more, and more time and all of that. So it's really all about that. It even has the line "seize the moment" in it somewhere. So it's really about that, and of course about rolling the dice, the name of the song. And it's it's just enjoy yourself. Just stop taking yourself too seriously. Stop trying to control everything to a point where you stop yourself from experiencing things, from enjoying things, and kind of let destiny or fate or whatever take its course. Just kind of gamble from time to time, try something you're afraid of, that kind of thing, which is again a subject I think that Band-Maid have covered before in a slightly different angle. But just always a sort of a positive message, because it is really about enjoying life, seizing the moment, rolling the dice. And musically, again, they are just with us, it's like a perfect record. They have not had a bad song. Or even a below average song, or even an average song.
I agree totally. I like to correlate between the message that these types of bands put in their songs and the fact that their caliber allowed them to become so successful. Because we know we kind of have a basic idea of what it's like in Japan. We've talked about this before. If you're not super proficient, if you're not 100% in music, you don't do music. They don't seem to have a spectrum, because every Japanese band we've come across, they were just excellent. So to be a part of that pool means that there are people in Japan that do lay it all on the line and take that chance. So you can imagine that it's a common theme between those bands to express the notions that they have about taking a chance, about getting a group of super proficient women and put them together in a band and just make wonderful music together.
Yeah, I agree. We've seen it many times, because again, they all kind of live that, being a musician, being an artist, you're constantly, your whole being is about taking a chance if this is what you choose as a career. So obviously it's going to come up in your art. In this case, in their music, and and we love them for it, because them taking a chance means we got to see this, and hear this music, and just fantastic band.
Yeah, because another element that we've come to realize very soon about each and every one of the Japanese bands that we reacted to, they have no stagnation. They're always raising the bar. They don't stay in place. They're always trying to reinvent themselves. And you can see it in every song. Even if you react to older songs and then compare it to newer songs, you can see that process.
Yeah, which is really what, being an artist is all about. If you don't strive to improve, what are you in it for? Which is really kind of a way to look at life. We're here to learn as we go. And if we're not learning, we're just standing in place, then are we really living?
I agree.
There's a lot people can learn from these bands, I'm sure.
Yeah. It resonates that taking a chance is a way of life for these artists. If you enjoyed this episode, guys, please be sure to like, subscribe, comment, and click the little bell icon so you'll get notified on all our future videos. If you have a request you'd like bumped up the line, please make it through Buy Me a Coffee. All contributions are, of course, very much appreciated. Thank you all for sticking with us. Thank you all for your time.
That brings back this sort of old school metal. I can hear that appreciation for it here. It's not a cover, but it almost sounds like one. It almost sounds like something very familiar that I've heard before in the way the chorus is structured and the build up to it. But it's different enough, you know what I mean? Like, it's new and I like it. Thanks, guys. We appreciate you more than you know. Without you, there would be no show. So please keep coming back. We hope you enjoyed this episode as much as we have. We'll be back in a couple of days with a new one, and we hope to see you then. Bye for now.
Bye, guys.